Så litt sånn da. Ikke man har lagt den. Det er 4 skip. Ei Suda i Moradi. Har du lagt inn listene? Hva er det du må bygge den? Suda, Hero R5. Skal vi se. Ja. Si Heroic. Står advanced, ja. Sudan R5. Hva er poengene på listene? Ok. Jeg starter da. Jeg har alt det oppe på skjermen. Jeg har skjermen. Gjør det på engelsk eller norsk? Hello and welcome to Region Summer League, a TTS Sommerliga Norge, with Leif versus Eirik, a XTC Norway bridge match. No, Anders.
Hello. Thanks for having me on, and thanks for the last streams. Um, yeah. So we're seeing Eirik flying something similar but different than he used to.
Yeah, mixing up stuff. Probably
Mm-hmm.
reasonable after 7 weeks of XTC.
Absolutely. Do you want to take Eirik's lists?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's flying body, which is kind of a he's kind of an informant, getting to see style and also spend focus against the if you have compromising intel. Initiative one he's changed out his Ray and brought Han Solo instead, Resistance Han Solo, and he can be placed anywhere once range 3 setup, bringing Heroic Resistance and Ray to to change blanks into focus with that force. He's got Kasuda, the best pilot in the galaxy, which can roll additional dice if the enemy ship's initiative is higher than damage cards Kasuda has on his card. Also with heroic, of resistance and off 5 astromech to be able to repair damage cards. Fireball taking 1 damage card at the start of setup. But CC, Eirik loves his CC, gaining that focus or evade after attacking or defending. Heroic, of course, custom missiles and advanced optics to guarantee damage on the custom missile. Okay, and I think Leif is trying to fly something he wanted to bring to the XTC but didn't quite manage to get himself to bring.
Yeah, that we have the quadruple case with barrage rockets and thermal detonators on all 4 of them. And the green has Sabine Wren crew to dish out some extra tokens when the thermals explode. Oh, we actually no, we have the bomblet generator on the Miranda Doni at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting list. The K wings. I think we saw Fawn Langeland bring it to something long ago. Okay, it's not a list we've seen much of.
No.
TTS meta.
It's interesting. It's far from Miranda Doni is far from the same as she was back in first edition, and yeah, it's been hard to get the K-wings to work properly, but they're pretty cool ships, and with the barrage rockets, you have a pretty large area of threats.
Take that focus for 270-degree arc.
Yeah.
And
So,
also Leif is bringing Sabine, which is quite interesting. The crew card, and he's bringing a lot of bombs. It's thermals, bomblets. So after a ship suffer the effect of a friendly bomb, you may remove ion jams or stress or tractor token from this card. If you do, that ship gains a matching token. He's able to put out tokens on ship after they're hit with a thermal added effect. Ion can be quite strong, putting it on Kasuda or on DZ.
Yeah.
So is Eirik opting to put Han Solo in his own board area? Instead of putting him out on the mat somewhere in his own setup, allocated setup area. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, it would be a bit too close to the 270 arcs of the four case. So I think it's the safest move to put him up and back in the own deployment zone.
Yeah, I think so. He's afraid of shot by those barrage rockets. Chase down the board.
Yeah, I would say adjust these lists up against each other. The case would probably have the advantage at the start. So
also quite interesting about the Ray Gunner card is you can spend it out your arc. You don't have to be in the front arc like Ray shipper build. I'm wondering how much gonna be able to push through with this Han Solo Ray. Well, I think they're ready to start. I think they hit the clock, did they not?
Clock is not been hit yet, no. But maybe they're waiting for us to tell them they can go.
So I said they could just whenever. Don't mind us. We see compromising intel from V Moradi onto Rwanda. So if Rwanda gets close to V, Erik's gonna know what he's gonna do. Rwanda. Also, he can't spend focuses on his Miranda shots into V. Not that I think that will matter.
Seems like we have a bug dial for Miranda, so waiting to have everything ready and set up.
Is there a latency? Leif is tossing his stuff around. I think you have to, if you copy your dial, you have to unassign it to be able to put it on a ship.
Yeah, you can also, if you have a bug, just unassign the dial, right click, unassign, and reset it like that. Leif was probably not aware of that, so.
No, I think you have to be quite adept in TTS to be able to know every nook and cranny of the mod and how you can do stuff. Because Flipster is quite good at updating and changing things and putting in small updates that are good quality for life upgrades. I think at this point the modders are not quite sure what to do with the mod. Make it better. So I think most of the things they had on their list is implemented already. Now it's kind of what could I do or what should I do that's actually not bad for the players, but objectively good upgrade game.
Yeah. Just had to check if Flipster was in the chat. Didn't see him there, so it's just small bug fixes left to do. Small twitches and yeah.
But I think a lot of things are also part of user errors. People not knowing how to do things that break the game or not break the game. That's quite hard to do in this kind of game, I think.
Yeah. And I know he's had some difficulties trying to sort out the U-wings with rotating and stuff like that, due to a small difference in length and width of the bases.
Yeah,
and rotating at the center of the base instead of from corners.
Yeah, and because also the bases in game I don't think are quite. I think they did some updates to the bases at some point, because the bases on plastic bases on the ships are not a square, and they're kind of angled, and yeah, they're messy. And people expect certain things when they do the actions, like the rotate with a medium base ship. They shouldn't fit if you rotate them correctly while bumped at certain angles. So kind of have to do something to get all of those perfect, or else you get people will be bothered by the game not working as it should have been.
Yeah.
Real life.
Yeah. And the U-wings are, of course, pretty hard to sort out because of that stop and rotate thing. And in real life, they are always supposed to be able to rotate as long as their own pegs don't bump. And with how the mod works, it's hard to fix.
Just don't fly U-wing. Anyways, we see both players slam this first round, getting around.
Yeah.
You see this backwards clockward counterclockwise maneuvering through to get the game started.
Swirling down the toilet bowl.
Yeah, I think maybe Eirik is gonna go into the asteroid field with some of his ships, but I think Leif is gonna be flying into this cluster of obstacles they put up.
Absolutely, it's quite narrow flight paths through the obstacles, and the case on medium base will have much bigger difficulty in maneuvering through it.
Yeah, but you also had the added effect of having the side arc and the front arc, if you can get, so you kind of shoot at anything as long as not on top of these 3 rocks.
Yeah.
And I think they made a huge area down here, which Leif can utilize. He can fly down there, can slam around and come in the way he wants to.
Absolutely. And just flying around the rocks with the K-wings, you will always get some shots, even though you might not always get the best shot.
Yep, and we see V Muradi putting Eirik is putting V in kind of a awkward position, I think. Not sure what he's gonna do next round to get out of that debris, or if he's gonna go for one hard. I'm not sure if the pods actually have a one.
Not sure actually. They have the one hard, but it's red, so
not ideal. I think if you go in with V next round, you're sure gonna face down at least one on two of these K-wings.
Yeah.
So, Leif is gonna be in some sort of similar position with this yellow K-wing, with the rock in front of it.
Yeah, it seems like he will fit pretty smoothly with his bank maneuver though next turn.
And also we will see how Depth is at flying this Falcon without the title. Scavenged YT.
Yeah, it's a quite different ship to fly when you don't have the possibility to sloop around for an eternity.
I think Eirik is quite used to having the Falcon, Millennium Falcon upgrade on the YT 1300. So we'll see
And,
how much
also
stress.
flying without Corsella might be difficult for him. So it's interesting that he opted to bring the debris.
I didn't actually see what, but at the obstacles, it seems like one of them brought rocks and one of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the case would bring the rocks in this situation. I didn't see who brought what, but Eirik has been playing Corsella Ray for so much and using those three debris obstacles. So my bet is on Eirik bringing the debris.
Axio in chat is saying this might be where he learns to fly the K-wings. If Leif can pull this off.
Yeah.
Trial by fire.
He's in a pretty okay position with his case. Able to move in and threaten a lot of damage next turn.
Can also be in Suda. They don't like to take this heavier barrage, if you can call that.
Yeah.
Or if he wants to face these guys in this, in this rocky, debris-filled area.
Yeah, going in for the joust against these 4Ks, I think that would be a big mistake for Eirik.
You also have the added effect of the big damage dealers here being maybe perhaps Han Solo and ZZ with Buster quite far behind me, V Muradi.
Yeah.
And the engage maneuver from V would be uh, the one hard red, and it's not a good position to be in, taking potentially 2 or 3, maybe 4 barrage shots, depending on how far red can get. Yeah, I think the green guy, the green warden, is going to do 2 or 3 bank, and as you said, the yellow guy probably doing a 2 bank to get behind this asteroid in the middle, and Rwanda behind the green should do the same maneuvers as green to get a decent position. Red is the question.
Yeah, red is the big question. What maneuver you will do, but also the yellow one could go for the one bank into the left and have a pretty good barrage setup.
Yeah.
And here we see Maradi flying bank one to the right. Okay, so he's turning all the way in. Green.
it's always a bad sign when we miscalculate every every dial.
every dial. But yeah, I was gonna say also that you get a really good barrage shot this turn, but for the rest, you will have like 2 or 3 turns where you have to reposition.
Yeah, but if you do fly a yellow in behind this, beside this asteroid, also have vector going to the breeze in the middle.
Yeah.
And while now he has to do a hard maneuver and will be in the way of Miranda, I don't think there's any good ways of having yellow get into the fight next round and having barrage from Miranda actually also pointing towards the ships.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And red can't fly straight next round. He has to one bank down. Something similar.
Yeah.
Not hit this rock. Green does have a decent vector, but it also depends on where Eirik's list is going to be. Green can one straight or 2 bank or similar.
Yeah.
Spot. Yeah, and as Axios is saying in the chat, you could slam, so yellow could potentially slam, do it.
Yeah, so
getting far away, trying to go back around.
Yeah.
Banking a hard, perhaps.
So he's opting to not get the heavy barrage setup with yellow this turn, to rather have him fly a better route to get back into action again for the next round. Because having yellow in between the debris and the asteroid in the middle there, you would be in a pretty bad position for flying and slamming out.
We see ZZ not reaching with the target lock, green or yellow, opting to go away, coming in from the side, to get the barrage, the cluster set up at later points. And I think most likely he's either checking range with Han Solo, or he's afraid or hedging against the jam of green. It's Han Solo's target lock.
Miranda is out of range, so Eirik will get to shoot first.
Yeah, I think Miranda's always out of range here. She's way back, and
yeah,
with these big guys, you usually don't get to have low initiative and high initiative ship engaging at the same time. I have to kind of take a round of firing, and then backline is going to come in. So Eirik is drawing first blood, taking down a shield on red. I think he's going to take 2 barrages in Suda. Yellow wishing he had Yellow Warden wishing he had heroic. This is the first barrage into Kasuda. Leif is not getting good dice this opening engagement. Does have the bullseye, but don't need it on this green shot. Obviously a mistake, you don't reroll.
Yeah.
And Kasuda does have heroic.
And that's a really good heroic roll.
That's 3 point well spent.
Absolutely.
It is almost impossible to blank out with mods and heroic resistance ship.
That's why it's such a good upgrade.
So first round, we won 1 damage dealt. I think Eirik is quite happy about that. Seeing how the arcs panned out and how many dice he actually roll against. Question this round is Eirik is going to go in for the engage. We know what ZZ is going to do. Most likely know what Han Solo is going to do. But Kasuda could slam out of this. V, I'm not sure what V is doing, but might explode fast.
Yeah, she's not in the best position.
Not the tankiest ship, and not the ability is decent, but you actually have to get close to Randa to actually have any use for it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's only V that matters, because every other ship in Eirik's list is higher or equal initiative to K-Wings. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that Leif is first player. Randa flying before Kisuda.
Yeah. Seems like Eirik is having the same difficulties as us to see what good V is able to do in this turn.
It's usually not a good thing when you can't quite decide on what to do with one of your ships.
Yeah.
will have a subpar round most times. Can't decide on that one ship. It's going to be in the way, or it's going to be in harm's way, or not actually in a position you want to have it, because you can't run away here easily with B. Could probably
Good hard to in and try to jam one of them to take away the front arc. But
I think this might be the best option
absolutely.
of a lot of bad options, because it's kind of a disengage and it's kind of also a stay in the game.
Leif opted to fly out of the big asteroid field, obstacle field.
Yeah, he's going for the strafe here.
Yeah.
Using that side arc. That means that Kasuda can actually get into this without too much issue. Unless he decides to go run over that debris instead. Yeah. It is kind of awkward when K turned, Suda went away, and kind of in a position where I don't think the one hard with Kasuda next round, so you kind of have to go around that rock. That's going to take him at least 2 rounds to get back into the fight again, rising slam and stuff.
Yeah.
But this doesn't seem too bad. Only 1 K-wing in Eirik's arcs. So probably just be shot by 1 or maybe 2 ships.
Yeah, so green taking a heavy hit from Han Solo, taking out all the shields.
And yet again blanking out.
Yeah, but as you know, when you fly ships with one evade, yeah, you don't plan on rolling lots of squiggles.
And then they're having the opposite kind of situation here with Eirik's rolls quite good when he has a lot of dice. He seems impervious to damage at this point.
Yeah. And rolling pretty hot. So we will have a crit going into green. Just 1, not the whole.
Not the whole lot.
Not a whole lot of 33, and we have a weapons failure into green.
Yeah,
pretty nasty.
It's not something you want to see with a 2-die turret attack.
Yeah, so with that crit going in, I guess green will probably just fly out for a round to repair and slam back into the action again later.
Yeah, but even slamming back, it's gonna take some time, because everything else is going away from this fight right now. Going around.
Yeah.
Eirik is opting to go, for the most part, away from the debris. He kind of wanted. It seems like he kind of wanted to lure Leif into the debris zone, rock zone.
He kind of managed that as well. Because Leif has had some difficult decisions with his flying because he flew that close to the obstacles.
Yep.
Um,
So he's kind of in a position where there's no good bomb droppings and there's no good barrage shots, and probably for the next rounds there's also no good side arc shots, primary shots.
Yeah, for this round, even though if you did drop range 2 from red, Eirik would never fly in that area.
I don't even think he can get himself in that area this round.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think as you said, green is going to fly away and get this card. One bank, two bank, okay. Bang.
Or you could see him slam this round, like 2 bank hard 2 slam, and repair it next round, because flying around the big rock and be somewhere behind there wouldn't put him much danger from shots from Eirik this turn, I think.
It's probably even better to just be slam now and be able to shoot. Actually get through. Might be able to ping this V round or two if not disarmed.
Yeah.
We didn't talk anything about what kind of match this is. So these guys have some history flying Rebel and Republic ship types. They met in a competition just a couple of months ago.
Yeah, my first TTS competition. I topped the list in that competition if you flip the list upside down.
Yeah.
And one of these guys actually came out on the bottom of that list when you flip the list upside
when
down.
you turn the table.
So yeah, these guys met in the final match or in the finals.
Yeah, the final team. Top 2 of the cuts, I think. Call it.
Of the Norwegian X-Wing TTS Championship.
Yeah. Exclusive tournament with all the TTS players from Norway. At least close. I think we ended up being 12 players or something. Good turnout for small X-Wing mission like pandemic.
Yeah, I had some pretty harsh experience in that tournament, but that's mostly because of still trying to learn to see the ranges and maneuvers on the digital type of gaming. So pretty much bad flying all the way. But a great learning experience, and yeah.
See Leif going the opposite direction this round. That's quite interesting because that you can do the same with red. Let's do face Kisuda. I think too hard might fit for mistaken. Yeah, that's. He's gonna go for the chase of. He's gonna go for the chase Kisuda, and it's easy.
find it interesting that he dropped that one thermal from red this turn.
Yeah, there might be a situation where Kasuda can actually one bit, but he might be also thinking about PC 3 hard and a boost.
Yeah.
And now the question is, do you slam with Kasuda, get in a better position?
I think he's in a pretty okay position for next round. It's going to be pretty hard for yellow and green to threaten Kasuda next round, and going around that rock is pretty easy for Kasuda. Next turn, facing maybe at the best a range 3 shot from Miranda, and
Yeah, but also if it's going to be a range 3 shot from Miranda, it's going to be a barrage rocket. So that's a range 2 shot with it's coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's hitting these debris, getting punished for it. But I think he's quite used to Ray flying around.
Yeah, with
Slooping
Corcella and
boosting.
not having any problems with the debris. But it's fun to see him play something different. I've played against him 5 times now, I think, since I started in May. And all the 5 games I've played has been against the list he brought to XTC with Ray, CC, and
Kova.
Kova Nell, yeah.
Yeah, he's been flying that list quite well, and CC forced to reckon.
Yeah, I think he was a bit off at the last game, the one we had on stream 2 days ago. His flying was a bit off
Yeah,
compared to how he usually flies. So
he talked about that because he did fly against Tommaso, the Italian fire ace, and he said that the Brazilian guy flew it quite differently than he'd expected him to do.
Yeah.
Was kind of taken by surprise, I think, in that game.
Yeah, and when you first get a bit shocked and surprised, it's often hard to turn your head around and
back in the game
and do the right thing in the game.
And I think the same thing applies to this game here with the K-wings. Kind of put them out of position and they're gonna just fly around the board like Leif is doing now. Green and Miranda and Red is just flying around and slamming and not actually shooting anything.
Yeah, but he's using the big open field here for his ships to fly in, and this that's not the worst place for him to be.
But I think he would have liked if he could have multiple arcs at the same target instead of having them come in conga line here.
Yeah.
Sure. think got to give stop points yet. Green should have taken hull damage.
Oh yeah, I just put in the crits.
That would have been interesting if crits didn't count towards hull, just as a
negative modifier.
yeah, negative modifier, just a negative boon to your ship.
Yeah, it could be a fun type of tournament.
Because I think it's not like every crit is kind of good or bad
punishing.
To get on your ship. Punishing.
Yeah.
Would probably nerf a lot of ships like Vader and stuff. Wants to push crits through.
Yeah.
I think most
and Bosk.
yeah, Bosk.
Bosk
doesn't care.
It's okay, but yeah.
The Bosk doesn't care. Can be a fun interaction because most of the crits are either super bad for your ship, for you or your opponent, or it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
And all the crit chains.
Oftentimes that's because you're down to one hull left anyways, and the crits won't matter.
But I think all the crits still be meaningful in the same way they are today. If they didn't count towards hull. That would be a fun interaction because then you would see people re-rolling crits.
Yeah, I
push that cool. Damage through. So, I think we see V trying to maybe chase green or bump. I think I prefer seeing V do the one hard this round towards the middle of just gathering all the ships and focusing arcs the same way.
Yeah, could also see hard 2. He will get stressed no matter what, and with a hard 2, I think he would be. But yeah, then again, straightforward.
Maybe he'll block yellow on top of that. Yeah.
Yep.
So yellow's gonna fly over that debris next round as well.
Mm-hmm. Gets the stress and.
I don't think you'll catch anything that's green this round. No matter what, so this might be the round to prepare the card.
Yeah, it seems like that's what he's doing. So Brit is prepared and he's ready to fire his barrage rockets full force again.
Yeah, so here we see Kasuda coming in, probably CC as well. They will most likely be able to push damage into this red without taking shot. Leif is wondering about Kasuda does. Do you remember what Kasuda's ability is from the top of your head?
No.
I think it's kind of sad because I think the fireballs they all seemed kind of nice when they were introduced. They had an eat ability. They could do things that most ships can't do. They have low initiative and bad stats, I think. And Leif has invested points in getting rid of one of the damage cards from Kasuda as well.
Yeah.
Kind of more expensive. think I would like to see more high initiative fireballs, and if we get upgrade packs for ships, because see the fireballs are supposed to be these race pilots, these racing ships.
Yeah. Super fast racers.
Yeah, and you you have this guy called Kazuda, and he is the best pilot in the galaxy. That is a pun made in the series, but you have these racers. They should probably be, some of them should be high initiative guys, not just these mechanics from station mechanics. I think they're called the initiative guys.
Yeah.
And you could utilize the ability of slamming and still getting to shoot more, I think. So, is he actually putting the target lock on the ship he can't shoot?
Yeah. Setting up for his next turn, probably.
Maybe hoping to kill Red, just fly past Red and kill it with one next round.
Yeah, yeah. And the way Leif has set his case up, dropping thermals with Red next turn isn't probably the best option.
Yellow taking 2 shields. And it's easy to Red, and wondering if there's too many dice. I think the red guy rolled 2 dice instead of 1 from the initiative 2 shot from ZZ.
Yeah, he did roll 2, but it didn't matter anyway. So
that's when you re-roll and get this natty evade.
Yeah.
You haven't played this TTS the thing long enough, Anders. Always happens when you roll too many dice.
Yeah. Reroll.
Doing damage to this.
Thompson later decided to stop responding, so I'm not seeing how much damage that was.
Yeah, CC didn't take anything. She rolled 2 evades and a focus. Damage to an A-wing, obstructed range 3. I don't know how many tokens CC have spent already. Leif is still checking out this Kasuda, wondering if he should shoot Kasuda. Kasuda getting an additional die isn't taking enough damage. Kasuda needs to take higher. Ship's initiative is higher than cards.
2 damage cards.
2 damage cards. It's not equal to. It's only. These dice have been not so kind to the K-Wings. K-Wings have taken a lot of damage on these bad shots. Being able to roll off. It's actually quite funny because Leif is really not happy about playing streamed games. He's adopted one of the Norwegian System Open winners or National Tournament Open winners, thinking that you lose if you play on stream.
And once again, we see the dice in this favor for Leif in the fight against V versus Green.
This is kind of one thing about flying Initiative 1 ships. You have to be able to kind of take all the damage, just not think about it. But I think Leif would have been happy if he'd done some more damage than it's currently to his list.
Yeah.
He's had some three die results, but negated by good green dice from Suda. It's easy. There are some great XTC games today coming up from now and out today. Some thrillers in Group E, Switzerland and Serbia fighting to perhaps take the second place in quite a tight group. And we have games from in Chile, which I think both of them are out at this point, and we have Great Britain duel. It's Ollie Pocknell flying against all Irish, or whatever they call themselves, team against Chris. A bid to keep England, I think, top of the group.
He forgot to put down his first thermal.
It's on the table. It's just obscured by the mat. It's kind of hidden.
Okay, yeah.
It's probably not put down correctly.
Because of the debris field he was standing on, the ship was a bit tilted.
And stuff happens, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm later today. I don't know when it starts, but it's Italy and Poland is playing last round, and Italy is kicking Poland out of XTC. It's quite funny.
That's quite funny. Well, it's kind of you guys that took Poland out of.
No. That's not true, because we beat both Italy and Poland. We leveled the playing field.
Yeah.
I think it's in the end it's Italy being having beaten Singapore and also having better match individual victories than Poland. That's a big differentiator in that. Setup.
Okay, so Eirik just boosted out of taking one shot into taking 4 shots with CC.
Yeah, but I think CC taking the side arc shots, it's not
yeah,
scary.
probably.
Take the evade or the focus next round, or let's see if they can find out how to delete this bomb overlay. Yeah, you have to actually right-click the yellow part close to the button and just hit delete on right-click. That's actually solves it. So now we'll see if this target lock is gonna match.
Seems like the target lock for now is pretty okay.
But he will stay alive. He's gonna have 2 hull left, right? Kasuda bumped.
Yeah. Kasuda bumped, and but red doesn't have any good shots to take this round.
Can't shoot into Han. Have all that many dice himself.
If he has arc with the side arc, because barrage is range 2 to 3, so the front arc is dead for red at the moment.
It's true that might not be arc.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the side arc is missing Han, so red only has the range 3, maybe range 2 into CC as a possible attack.
It should be a range 2.
Yeah,
it's close. Here's the evade. Miranda joining the fight. Gating. Kasuda shot. Take away the mobs and isn't that useful anymore. Should be Miranda shooting. It's gonna be a barrage, but going into Han or into Kasuda. Leif still doesn't like this Kasuda rolling 1 additional die. Kasuda's kind of similar to the what's his face? The one Rick Olay, Naboo Starfighter. But rolling 1 additional die if he flies fast enough.
Yeah.
What will you do? Will you go into Kasuda or to Han? He's gonna go into Han solo.
And rolls 3 focus, and luckily you have focus when you use barrage, so
Let's go. It's only gonna be
gonna push some damage through.
Only gonna be 2 because he could spend race force for 8.
Yeah.
No matter what. I think I would have liked him to shoot Kasuda here with both green and.
Yeah, try to take him down to 2 evade and 2 attack dice.
Maybe even scare him. Scare him with the bombs on red next round.
Yep.
So, not doing anything into CC. Tokens it's good.
Easy gaining tokens back again.
Can only do it once, and that's I'm happy about that. Imagine if CC didn't have a didn't have a charge for.
Yeah. That would be crazy. Now it's just good.
I think I would like more ships to have charges for their. It's like Boba Fett. Give Boba Fett 2 charges for invincibility.
Hera Syndulla.
Here I am. Yeah. So not that much damage this round. Managed to do 2 damage to Han Solo.
Yeah, so damage dealt. Leif has done 3 effective damage and been receiving a whole lot more.
Yeah. And the score right now should be 51-0.
Yeah.
Having halved. He should have half 2 ships, yeah.
Yeah.
And Rey is. Han Solo is still 3 off, I think. Is that correct? 11. Yeah, he's got 11 total.
Well,
6 would be half.
Yeah.
But only Han isn't that big, not close to Death Ray. We usually see from Eirik, so only 76 points, and half of that should be 38. Yeah. So now at least we see Leif converging his arcs. He's kind of flying a unison front, and he's going to have all his ships kind of converging on Solo next round.
Yeah. Red will have a hard time to do something good this turn, though.
Red could perhaps bank in front of Han, and that would make Han's only shot probably Randa, and you could also probably have yellow shoot a barrage into Han. Sure, he's at range 2 or 3.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not sure if
could work.
Not sure if it's gonna fit. I think you might end up on the rock. Might not be to do. And Red can also carpet bomb behind either scare away Kasuda or
if you want to go for Han this round and drop bombs with Reds, you will set Miranda up in a bad position.
You don't care about Miranda taking 2 bombs at this point. You could even just ionize Kasuda if you catch him with Sabine.
Yeah.
Then drop bombs on Miranda if you.
Yeah, true.
Kind of force Kasuda out of the fight, or maybe in towards green.
Yeah, I could probably also tractor Kasuda. Maybe be able to barrel roll him out to the side so that the iron could drive him off the table.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen anymore because of the new rules to tractor.
Oh, so iron. No, but the tractor and iron with the thermal you drop 2. So
yeah, but you always get the option when you get tractored, when the condition tractored hits you, you always get the option to rotate 90 degrees.
To rotate. Yeah, so that would
stress. So you should almost never be able to tractor someone in a position where have to fly off the board.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kasuda went into the position where red was, so he would have taken both those
bombs.
Yeah, and if Miranda has gone straight into the bombs, he would have had quite good shots into to Han Solo, I think, and might even have blocked Kasuda to the bombs.
Kasuda would be ionized and tractored onto to the asteroid and be out for 2 rounds on the asteroid.
Yeah, you still rotate if you get tractored onto an asteroid, because then you can fly off it without running over it again.
True.
But he would have put him in a bad position, and now he's going to shoot into green, and Han Solo with Kasuda, so Kasuda's shot might even kill green before he gets to shoot his barrage.
Yeah.
Han tried to get away with 2 bank and perhaps a boost afterwards.
This means Han is probably taking some bombs next turn. Opting to take 1 damage to still have the barrage possibility, or to still be able to survive after Kasuda shooting.
Yeah, Yellow actually saving himself from it. Now's the question: do you go for this range 1 and Kasuda? Go. Yeah. Then he might shoot the barrage afterwards into Kasuda. Three at least?
Yep.
Perhaps like to see more naturals. Oh, now Kasuda has to spend to not lose his ability against the Wardens.
Yeah, and he opts to use that ability or to keep that ability active. But that means that green can die in this, but not with those rolls. So it was a good shot from Miranda.
Yeah, him having focus there makes it from a abysmal shot to a shot.
Yeah.
Now again, can you put damage into ZZ from long range with a lot of dice?
Not with dice like that.
not even with good dice there, because he has the evade.
Yeah.
not been many good opportunities to actually deal damage to this CZ. So, is he going? Yeah, he's going Han. That will be crits.
Forcing in a crit. And he evades the other damage, so crit will be console fire.
It's got the bullseye. For once. Second time this game. Buck is perhaps helping Han. Oh, he actually didn't spend to reroll the blank one.
And we get the extra crit, which is a hull breach. That's pretty good.
I really would have liked him to spend charge there. The barrage rockets give you the ability to spend a charge if the ship is in bullseye to reroll that many dice.
Yeah, he might have forgotten about that.
Yeah, you don't expect to many bullseyes on with these less than nimble ships.
Yep.
I don't think there's any ships that can bring barrage rockets that's actually that has an easy time bullseyes onto ships.
I think you will have to set up bumps to be able to use the reroll much with the barrage roll.
And there is only 7 minutes left on the clock. There's no ship has died yet, even though Leif took a lot of damage early on. So this round, I'm not quite sure what Leif should do, because it feels like there will be bumps one way or the other.
Yeah, Han won't have any good positions to fly to, and he will eat 2 bombs from red.
Could perhaps go for the fast, the 4 straight, the red 4 straight, to try and end up where red is, where yellow is. Because red is gonna go hard that way. I think the question is where do you put yellow in at this point? Because if you go in after Kasuda,
but then you eat the bombs from yellow.
If you go in with yellow, you kind of put both the green and Miranda in bad spots because they don't have any place to fly. There's no space. Yeah. And if you go the other way, you don't actually shoot anything yellow.
Yeah, yellow flies into red to bump, I think, and red moves forward to take away the 3 bank maneuver.
But also, if you let Han Solo fly here, you might actually catch red and just kill it.
Yeah, true.
There's a lot of things to consider here because I think we probably won't see ZZ come back in, shoot anything this round. And both green and red are in a position where they could potentially be killed by Han quite easily, or even Suda. The hull breach and the console fire and the bombs kind of seems quite good
It kind of
on
seems
solo.
pretty good. Yeah.
Eirik has a saying about his Ray that when the crits start piling on, Ray is dying really fast.
Yeah.
It's going down in a blaze of glory. Yeah, as I predicted, we might even end up seeing V Muradi's card not matter at all in this game, and he's actually he hasn't even put the compromising intel card out. I think he's put on the token, but it's not given the card to.
Oh, red only dropped one bomb.
Yeah, because you don't want to take it on red, on green. Yeah, he doesn't want to take the one on green, and he doesn't want to take it on yellow because he knew that's gonna happen. I'm a bit surprised he didn't drop at least one with Miranda, because there's, or actually you don't. You drop the bomblet. He could have dropped the bomblet and fought Kasuda.
Yeah, I could have. And that would render Kasuda's ability useless against the initiative 2 ships. So that's a missed opportunity for Leif.
Yeah, I don't know about useless being range 1 and shooting 3 dice, but I think at least we see green go down here from Ray Suda. Okay, so resolving this, see how much damage can we on this round. This bomb and fire. Strain. Suda's gonna take 8 damage.
He did not use Sabine Wren to put the stress on him.
Yeah, that's easy to forget. I think even he's forgotten to put tokens onto the card, onto the Sabine card. Yeah. Sabine is a tool we usually don't see.
Oh,
but it's easy
so
to
much
forget.
at the start of 2-0.
Yeah, but we've flown a lot of meme lists.
Yep.
So that's green. Kaboom. Here we need to roll. So green's out.
Which means Sabine's out.
Yeah.
So no, we didn't see Sabine affect the game at all.
I would have liked him to stress perhaps on solo or something.
Yeah, or
tractor on
Kasuda.
A tractor Kasuda onto that rock.
Onto that rock, yeah.
You could shoot Kasuda with Miranda range 1 being tractored, and
yeah.
all the good stuff.
And green would be alive, or was it CC that killed green? No.
Oh wait, it was Han Solo.
Han Solo. Okay, yeah.
Pushing through. Nothing from console fire. Yeah. We'll see a lot of bombs next round, at least here.
Yeah, I think you have to utilize the bombs at its fullest.
There's not enough time. How much time is left on the clock? 16 seconds.
16 seconds. So we won't see any bombs.
No.
at all.
We will see.
A fuel leak into a wounded pilot.
Yeah. So at least there's points on Han Solo.
And the hull breach should make that card be a panicked pilot as well. Okay. So that would be 3 stress. It wouldn't matter, but
is there any way back here? If Han Solo should have 4 left. Can he do damage to the CC?
he should actually have 3 left.
It's the console. Dies from console. He does do 1 damage. Do 1 damage to ZZ, but it doesn't matter because there's no more shots coming in. So red died to the console fire.
Yeah.
And Solo's down to 4. CC should have taken 1 damage, doesn't matter. There's no reason to card. And Miranda's been the one rolling all the evades today for Leif. So that's time.
It's time. So Miranda never got to use her ability either because she never lost all her shields. She could have used it to shoot more, but
yeah, that should be timing the round, and not enough damage on anything. Kisuda has taken damage to 4. CC should have taken 1 shield, which doesn't matter. So yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Thanks for the game, and I think we'll end it here. If we're lucky, we might even be able to get a XTC game later today. Look and see if there's any games up for grabs. So, thanks for joining me, Anders, in this Norwegian game with Norwegian players and Norwegian commentators being streamed in English.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many English or non-Norwegian speakers we've had in watching us, but I think it's safer to just keep it in English in case someone wants to step in and have a look.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll wrap up and see you later.
Yeah. Thanks for the game.